The Story of the Chains of Love, written by Second Hugo. In the trembling twilight of a city whose cathedrals cast shadows longer than the lives of its beggars, there lived a young man named Adrien Valcour. He was a poet without parchment, a soul burning in silence, wandering through streets that smelled of both incense and despair. His eyes, dark with hunger and fire, once met those of Élise Montreuil, daughter of a magistrate, veiled in silk and duty. That glance was a spark cast into a chamber of gunpowder. Their love began not with words, but with the silent rebellion of two hearts that dared to beat against the iron gates of society. Every meeting was a trespass, every letter a crime. In the moonlit cloisters they whispered promises, yet even as they kissed, the world conspired to drive a dagger between them. For behind every embrace lay a shadow, and behind every shadow a trap. The first snare was her father's decree, a marriage arranged to a wealthy baron whose coffers glittered brighter than any verse Adrien could pen. The second was Adrien's poverty itself, which mocked him like a jailer with invisible keys. Yet still they persisted, devising secret plans, until fate struck its cruelest chord. A servant, bribed with silver, betrayed them. Their letters, sealed with trembling wax, fell into the hands of the baron. Then came the third trap, disguised as mercy. The baron summoned Adrien, not to duel, but to a feast. Wine was poured, laughter swelled, and beneath it all seethed a venomous game. Adrien was offered employment, a golden leash meant to bind him, and, in binding, humiliate him before Élise. He refused. In that refusal lay his doom.
The fourth trap unfolded in the courts of law. Adrien was accused, falsely, of theft from the magistrate's treasury. His only evidence of innocence were the very letters that proved his love for Élise. To reveal them would clear his name, but condemn her honor. To remain silent would damn him. He chose silence. Days bled into weeks in the dungeon, and still Élise came, disguised in rags, pressing her hands through the bars to touch his fingertips. She vowed to flee with him, yet destiny had prepared its final snare. On the night of escape, as thunder broke across the sky, the baron intercepted them. A blade flashed. Adrien staggered. Blood poured like ink across his shirt, writing the last stanza of his existence. Élise, kneeling beside him, screamed not like a maiden, but like a soul torn from heaven. She swore her life belonged only to him. And when the guards dragged her away, her voice still rang. If love is a crime, then may eternity be my prison. Adrien died with her name upon his lips. Élise was married off within a month, her eyes hollow, her laughter buried beneath veils of duty. The city forgot them, as cities always do, but in the alleys where Adrien once wandered, children still whisper of a ghostly poet and a lady in rags who appear by moonlight, forever reaching for each other's hands through an unbroken prison of air. And thus, love became not a union, but an execution, carried out by destiny itself, trap after trap, chain after chain, until only tragedy remained.